they're going in with resume in hand, or at least in their head, they're walking in saying, I need to get a job, I need to get a job, I need to get a job. And I get it. Hello, it's Christopher with Change My... Oh, look at that, that's shaky. Does it feel like you're in an earthquake? Okay. Hello, this is Christopher Lawrence with Change My Life Coaching. I am a career and life coach. I've been doing this for 8 years. And if there's one thing I learned, it is how to network like a boss. So I want you to post below your absolute favorite networking tips so that people can learn, share your expertise, and I'm going to share a couple of mine. I can say with a very high level of confidence that people do not network correctly, especially when they're looking for careers. Lots of people go in, they go to different events, they meet new people. They're going in with resume in hand, or at least in their head, they're walking in saying, I need to get a job, I need to get a job, I need to get a job. And I get it. If you are looking for a job to get out of where you are, or maybe you are just currently unemployed and you need a change, I get it. We sometimes go to that desperate place, but when we're in that place, we actually don't perform really well. So here's a lot of what I see. I see a lot of, hey, I'm coming in for a job, and there's lots of handshaking and kissing babies and all of this, and it's like, here's my card, call me. Can I leave you with a resume? All of this kind of stuff. Now, I understand sometimes we have to be bold, and sometimes boldness pays off. So if you're a naturally bold person, this probably doesn't apply to you because you're going to get out there and you're going to do what you need to do. Just making me ask, like, hey, I'd like to work for your organization. How can I do that? That's a bold move. Lots of people are very uncomfortable doing that, though. I encourage everyone to do it because lots of time the answer is yes, you're going to get what you need. But for a larger percentage of people out there, we're afraid to ask. So how do you network like a boss? Well, actually, you go in and to whatever event you're going to, meeting with whoever you're meeting with, and when you're in front of them, you ask them questions about themselves. You learn about them, both professionally and personally. Why? Because it gives you something to focus on for future conversations. So what if they said to you, you ask a question, hey, tell me about yourself, tell me what you do, what do you love about what you do, what is your biggest challenge? And they say, honestly, my biggest challenge is that my team isn't cohesive. Well, maybe you can't help them directly with that, but you say, you know what, I know a great consultation firm, and they offer free consultations and complimentary lunch and learns, which we do here at Change My Life Coaching, and on our sister company, Change My Business Coaching, we offer complimentary workshops, lunch and learns, and so I know them. Let me connect you with them. Well, why? You're helping them, not yourself. You know why? Because they'll never forget you. That's why. What if they say, honestly, my biggest problem right now is that I don't have a good babysitter? Well, maybe you know the best babysitter in the city. So the idea is it actually comes from BNI, Business Network International. It was an organization that I was a member of for 5 years. I won a few awards there, so I did fairly well in the networking realm, including President of the Year, and we also won Chapter of the Year that year. So it was a fun journey. And one of the things that I learned from them is givers gain. And so the whole concept of networking is, what are you giving in order to gain? And so if you can kind of put yourself out there that way, let me give you a perfect example. I get phone calls probably at least once or twice a month of people saying, I want to talk to a coach who's actually been coaching full-time, right, for a number of years. So I fit that criteria. So I get a lot of phone calls from people who want to be coaches. I don't train coaching, but I do coach other coaches in building their business. So I get a lot of these people calling. Let me tell you about the person who stands out the most in my mind. I always give my time. When people say, hey, I want to talk to you about what it means to be a coach. Maybe you're that person. You can reach out to me and you can call me. I'll give you the time of day. We'll spend a few minutes on the phone and I'll answer some questions for you. This particular person, they took advantage of that. We set up a phone call. I got on the phone call. She asked the best questions. I gave her my best advice. And then she came back and said, okay, great. What's your favorite charity? Because I'm going to make a donation on your behalf. I was blown away. I will never forget this person. It was probably, and it wasn't a huge donation. I think it was like $20 or $30 or $40. But it was enough that I was just like, this is so incredible. So she donated to a charity that helps feed kids during the lunch hour. I will never forget her for that. And so my business partner, I'm in his office right now. Don't tell him. He doesn't like it when I touch his stuff. Kyle, if you're watching this, please ignore that part. My business partner, he actually makes a lot of movement with fresh baking. And most of it he does himself. Like, he will actually get up at 4 or 5 in the morning to make croissants to go to a meeting. And some people are like, that doesn't help. It's brown nosing, blah, 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 blah. Let me tell you how much movement that guy gets with fresh baked goods. It's impressive. And I think it has to be authentic, though. Like, you can't try to do it. It's got to really come from your heart. And Kyle is a baker, right? He enjoys baking as his hobby. In fact, he probably does it 3 or 4 times a week. He doesn't eat it himself because he went on this amazing weight loss journey through our program, Healthy Transformations. But he still loves to bake, and so he gives a lot of that away to other folks. So you might check that out too. This video has gone on way too long. Hopefully that was helpful. That's how you network like a boss. But I want to hear from you. How do you network like a boss? Post that below or to the side or up or down, wherever this video ends up. And you can check me out at changemylifecoaching.ca. My name is Christopher Lawrence, and I am a life and career coach extraordinaire. Talk to you soon. Bye.